All righty, folks, I'm back here again. And yeah, we're doing a bunch of these today. So this is our batch day for MET 101 tips. So this is number 23. Now, with that, make sure you go over to MET101ebook.com, download your free copy. And if you don't mind, let me talk about tip number 23. Okay. Can I offer MET services in clients' homes? So this is the medical exercise professional asking us this question. And these 101 tips come from the 101 most common questions we've received over the last 30 years at the Medical Exercise Training Institute. So let me read it and then we'll talk about it. Yes. As the need and acceptance of medical exercise training, or MET, grows, so will the need for home-based MET services. Medical exercise professionals around the world report an increase in the number of seniors utilizing MET services. As the population ages, the need for home-based medical exercise training services will continue to grow. Several physicians I've spoken with have requested home-based services for some of their limited mobility clients after physical therapy is done. Many of these clients have exhausted their physical therapy benefits but need medical exercise training to improve their level of mobility. Another important point is the equipment you'll need to provide in-home MET services. The cost of the equipment is not outrageous. You'll need a Swiss ball, an exercise mat, over-the-door pulleys, rubber tubing, a step, a gait belt, vitally important, a stretching strap, dumbbells in 5-pound increments up to about 20 pounds. And if the client doesn't have a piece of cardiovascular equipment, then you get something like a functional respirator. Okay. Now, of course, you make sure you have a blood pressure cuff to check the client's blood pressure. Folks, there's no excuse. If the client tells you in their medical history they are hypertensive, you check their blood pressure before each session. Absolutely, positively, you do that. Now, if you don't do that, I have to be honest with you, that is a level of unprofessionalism that I think requires some type of reprimand. Now, stop and think about it. I'm hypertensive. Do I look hypertensive? No. I'm an African-American male in my early 60s. 9 times out of 10, I'm probably hypertensive. Now, when I tell you I'm hypertensive, and every time I come in, should you check my blood pressure? Could I have a high blood pressure when I walk in the door and exercise? And maybe instead of putting me on the treadmill, on the bicycle, maybe you have me do something else to help me relax a little bit, bring my blood pressure down. It is incumbent upon you to be the professional and protect me from myself because I want to exercise. And folks, the automatic blood pressure cuffs are not as effective and they're not as accurate as getting that sphygmomanometer and that stethoscope and checking the blood pressure yourself. So it's vitally important. So yes, you can do this in clients' homes, but make sure you get the equipment. And just a little tip on the hypertension, check their blood pressure before each session. And let me finish. Providing MET services in the home is a great opportunity and will continue to grow over the next decade because of my age group, folks, the baby boomers. Along with the home-based MET services, you may look at nursing homes or senior independent facilities as opportunities to market your services. I have a very close friend, Yuli Balani, from Caldwell, New Jersey. Yuli took our course, I guess, about 15 years ago. And ironically, Yuli was a paratrooper. He served in the Albanian army, and I was a paratrooper in the U.S. Army. And we became instant friends. Yuli actually has a business where he just goes to independent living facilities and provides one-on-one medical exercise training services to clients there. The therapists that are there working on the physical therapy patients encourage Yuli to work with these clients. The physicians that come in and see patients and individuals there encourage it. Even the management encourages it because they want to keep these clients vital and active and independent as best they can. So the need for home-based services is incredibly big and it will continue to grow. And I'll close with this. I had a young lady call me yesterday from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And she was just getting started in medical exercise training. She had worked in a number of healthcare facilities as a nursing assistant and as a care coordinator. Well, she was now getting into medical exercise training and she didn't really have a heavy fitness background, but she had worked in a rehab setting, as I said, an exercise tech and a coordinator. And with that, she understood the exercise, she understood everything else, but she wasn't clear on the fitness aspects. And I told her, instead of trying to go to a health club and get this additional component as far as being a fitness professional in a health club, she actually was way ahead of the game from the standpoint of she wants to provide in-home services. Folks, as I said in the reading here, we get a lot of calls from physicians and physical therapists and care coordinators that are looking for medical exercise professionals to go into the home and work with seniors to make them independent in the home and then gradually transition them out of the home to independence beyond that. So the need for home-based training is great. I know many of you want your own studio, you want your own facilities, but with that, always have a home-based component. Because when we started the medical exercise specialists some 30 years ago, we started with the idea most of the work will be done in a home-based setting and some will be done in a gym-based setting. So with that, thank you for listening. Please make sure you get your copy of MET 101 ebook. Download it. It's 100% free. And please, if you would, subscribe to this video so you can get the next tip. All the best. Take care. We'll see you next time.